Great morning, super fantastic morning, guys. Let's get it on. Let me get you guys on Facebook right now. Um, it is a great morning. Hold on. Let's get you hooked in. Hooked in. Let me do my privacy settings real quick. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, June 26th. This happens to be my brother's birthday. My baby brother's birthday. Good morning, super fantastic morning. I am Shay Wilson, thinking big, living bigger, and loving the biggest. Happy Monday. This topic this morning with Florence, Scovel, Shinn. Again, we're studying uh, the Magic Path of Intuition by Florence Scovel Shinn. It's a small book, but it's a powerful book. If you're not familiar with her, get with her. This is I'm gonna take you back, expose you to something different. As we're talking about her chapter 2 is how to wind yourself up financially. I said how to bring more prosperity into our lives. We always looking at that. And listen, it's not just money, but we talking about money. It's not just money. We talking about joy. We talking about great health. We're talking about great harmonious relationships. We're talking about the future looking bright and the present looking brighter. You hear me? Well, that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about prosperity. It's a lot of things. Prosperity could be ideas, opportunities coming forth, energy, having the energy to do what we want to do, what we're doing. Look, prosperity can be our gifts and talents that support our purpose and our destiny. You hear me? Our gifts and talents that support it. So she comes out the box on chapter 2, talking in how to wind ourselves up with financially with gratitude is the law of increase and complaint is the law of decrease. Listen, gratitude is the law of increase and complaint is the law of decrease. And what we're looking at is that we look at our material world, like our jobs, income, our investments, as that's all it is. And we are understanding more and more that there's a supernatural thing that happens with us, that we can increase what we have simply by appreciating what we have. We can increase it. And so she's saying that the things that we appreciate increases and the things that we don't and we complain about decreases. And so let me give you some examples of that, because we don't realize, and many times, how frivolous, how powerful our just talking is. We complain about things, not really understanding that we're coming from a scarcity, from energy, and we don't realize this. So for instance, we get a good job, the job that we've been wanting. We get there and we see a lot of issues going on. We start getting into the issues instead of understanding and appreciating the blessing of the new job. We fall into the issues of what's happening in the environment and the atmosphere of the job. Therefore, that job is no longer a blessing to us. It is now something that we bother, because we have fallen into the seeing all the problems and not being a solution. And here's the other rub. Sometimes we go into things wanting to force things to change, wanting to push things to change at our pace. That is also out of alignment. You are now saying, this job is not good enough. I need to change this. I need to change this spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend. I need to change this situation so that it can fit how I think it should fit. And there is a complaint. Now that blessing has now become a curse to you. Every time we look at something and say that's wrong, we're telling ourselves, okay, I'm in the wrong spot. I need to do something different. And it may be, something may be temporary, but anytime we got a blessing, and again, I've heard this so many times, but we start looking at, or we start hearing the people talking about what is wrong with the situation, then we fall into, and the problems become bigger and bigger and bigger. But if you go in and you maintain your state, even if you have to meditate before you go in and start appreciating what you have there, this could be a temporary job. This could be something that you really want to do. But how you change it is that you change how you're looking at situations. A problem is a blessing. That means that you can be the solution and you can now move up when you are the solution. Understand that a problem, you are there for a reason. whether it's just temporary to make some money so you can support your hobby, whether it's just moving up or you want to be there and you want to be a change, but there's a way to hold on to that change and appreciate what you have so that when those issues come up, you're in the right state of mind. If you're always when you're always hearing people complain, you're complaining, then you can't see bigger and past. You can't see past the problems. You can't appreciate it. You can't appreciate it. Even if you love that job, you were so happy to get the job, and now you got it, and all you do is complain about it. And so there's the decrease. There's a decrease in joy. There's a decrease in it. You don't want to go to the job anymore because you have lost the blessing in the job. All right, let me give you another example. People that want relationships. I can't say this. Look, we're talking about Florence Scovel says gratitude is the law of increase and complaint is the law of decrease. People that want relationships, and you constantly telling yourself and talking in situations that there's not any good men, there's not any good women, there's none out there. But when you say that to yourself, you are now expecting not to find a good person. And so the very thing that you desire is the very thing you're speaking against every time you talk to someone about there's not any good people, there's not a good person out there for me. When you say that, you now decrease in the pool. Just all you see when you do get someone that kind of fits the mold, you are now looking and expecting to find something that's not good in that person that you don't want to have. And listen, it's because of the expectation of it. I'm gonna give you one more with this gratitude and appreciation, how important this is when you want to bring more money into your life, how appreciation and increase helps you. Because what you focus on is what you bring into your life. If you're focusing on negative, you get more negative in your life. If you're focusing on the good in your life, even if it's the most minute things, it increases and it blossoms and it goes. So again, the third one is that, so give me another example. When you go out to eat and you have that one friend that complains about the food every single time. Every single time there's a problem with the food. You got that one friend? Anybody got that? Is it just you got that one friend that complains? It's always something with the food. So the food can never be a blessing to them because now they have built up an expectation that the food will not exceed what they desire. And so they never really have a great experience when they're out because it's the expectation. But if you bless and you speak as you go that I'm really going to have a great time when I go here, I know that I'm going to appreciate being in this place and the food is going to be great. When you start speaking like that, you go in and your experience is amazing. Your food is amazing because your expectations just shifted. Gratitude, appreciation, being thankful for the monies that every time you pay for something and speaking blessings over that money, that this money is going to go out and it's going to come back to you tenfold. I don't care if you went and bought a Snicker bar or a bag of popcorn. When you speak that blessing, first of all, you are now prospering someone else and it can come back to you. That is it. If you get this, practicing gratitude and appreciation. Florence Scovel Shinn also says, do something to show your faith. And she goes on to say, faith without works is dead. We know that. But if you're looking for money to come in, then go do something. Do an act of faith. Follow your hunches. So she says to go get a bag, go buy a purse or a bag. And this is going to be your money purse, a bag. And that is like an act of faith because you are expecting money to come in. Many times we don't expect money to just come in unless it's in our job. Well, this supernatural, this world, this universe is ginormous. Money can come in, ideas and opportunities can come in from any point and place unexpectedly, but we have fixed our mind on that money can just come through our investments, can just come through our paychecks. And so we're looking at that and that depresses us and we lose hope because, well, this is the only money I have coming in, when that is not necessarily true. When you start expecting money to come into you and you are also a giving part of the universe and you're reciprocating, you're recycling and circulating the energy of money, then this thing rolls back to you in so many forms. I got a massage, a 90-minute massage that a friend sent me this weekend. And I was just elated because it was a couple of weeks ago. I said, I'm going to give me a massage. And these are the type of things. And it's like, sounds like a minor thing, but that is ginormous when you're like, I didn't have, I mean, literally a gift. And I get things like that quite often. And I hope to be that. I mean, I am also that person, just giving out of just what I have. And when I get a hunch, Florence Scovel Shinn talks about when you get a hunch to give somebody something. Say, she gives an example of a lady gave $100 just out of hunch to this person that had always been really good to. Hey, Fizz, what's going on? What's going on, love? What's going on? Gave $100 to this lady, just that had been a really good friend. And a week later, someone gives her $1,000, gifts her $1,000, because what happens, they said, if we don't follow our hunches, like to give someone something or to do something for someone, I mean, inspired hunches, not things to give because you expect something back from them. Inspired hunches is totally different. Then you are now in the flow of life because you don't know what that person is going through, but we are so connected that the universe, that your inner being will give you, kind of give you a hunch, and then you follow it and you see how the blessings come. Now, most of us are not necessarily practiced on that. We don't follow our gut, our intuition a lot. We don't sit enough to know what that means and how that resonates. If something resonates with us, how to move with that. And that's something that I am practicing for sure and getting better and better at it every day. Following that gut, that intuition on what to give, what not to give, how to move, but always in appreciation, gratitude. I don't care what happens. Some things are harder than others, but knowing that the universe and trusting that the universe is supporting me and guiding me and the lessons from it, and not shaming, blaming, and guilting ourselves for this. All is well, showing some love. I appreciate you. I follow Hunch when I can. Yeah, I'm in online. Yeah, there we go. But T, I feel that. Yeah, to buy the person behind. Come on in. Exactly. Paying it forward. Pay it. Listen, that is awesome. Come on with it, Miss Phoenix. I see you, Queen. Number 3, the last one, is counting our blessings. That is something that, we said when we were kids, count our blessings. This is something that will help us tremendously as grown people every day, counting our blessings. I gave a happiness hack last week, and it says set your alarm for every hour, every 2 hours. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Every hour or every 2 to 3 hours, set your alarm. And what you do when that alarm goes off is you take 2 minutes, first of all, to just breathe. Second of all, to speak the blessings and things that you appreciate that has happened in between that 2 to 3 hours. Many people say, well, nothing has happened. No, you maybe you had peace. Maybe you got a call that was satisfactory and it went well. Maybe you feel good. Maybe your coffee kicked in. Maybe you got a compliment from a coworker. Maybe you are the one giving the confidence. Maybe you are moving in your purpose and you know this. Maybe you are now understanding kind of bigger the picture. Maybe when you start the gratitude and you get a practice in this, you realize that life really kind of just opens up to you. So when you go back to what Florence Scovel Shinn talks about, that complaint is the law of decrease and gratitude and appreciation is the law of increase. You really see that. And she gives a affirmation, and the affirmation, I'll leave you with this one. It says, I give thanks to the universe that the universe is my supply, and I am now linked with endless streams of steady, ready money under grace and perfect ways. And we can say, God, I thank you, God. I give thanks that God, the God of my understanding, the universe, source, is my supply. The job is just an avenue for your supply. The investment is just an avenue for your supply. One avenue and I am now linked with endless streams of steady, ready money under grace in perfect ways. I love that. Guys. I hope this helped anybody. We're talking about how to wind up ourselves financially, how to set the tone for our day today, to receive all the blessings that are for us. That we understand that, listen, we got to know when we're complaining. Many of us don't know when we're complaining. We really don't. Many of us don't know when we're moving in scarcity until you become aware of the language, how you feel. What are you asking? If you're saying that you want something, but you're complaining and saying there's not enough of it, then guess what? Then there will always be not enough of it. And it is counterintuitive, because we're looking at what we see and what our experiences, and we're hearing our friends, and we just kind of go with that. But you're different. You're different. You are not the same. You want to change the game. We got to change our way I look at things and way we're saying things. All right, guys, have an amazing day. Phoenix, thank you for jumping on. Many of you that jumped on this morning, please like, share, comment, talk to your friends about what we talked about. Hey, set your alarm today to really get, if you in a situation that you need to move past, really grind on this gratitude and appreciation thing. Really set that alarm. Discipline is freedom. Set that alarm, and every hour will have you stop yourself and start saying what you are thankful, grateful, and appreciative of. I don't care if it's a repeat of what you just said on the other hour, but when you start opening up your heart for this thing, it's a whole different ball game. And it shifts. It shifts the mindset. So yeah, there we go. Of course, have a great, absolutely. All right, guys, have an amazing day. I got to get out of here. Yeah, grateful for your thank you. I appreciate you, love. Thank you, Phoenix. I appreciate you. Keep doing your thing. Blessings upon blessings upon blessings. Today is the day of your amazing great fortune. Let's rock this thing. Bye.